Alright, brothers and sisters, back once again. Of course, share important information and revelation as far as what's going on in our times, and of course, modern day prophecy in reference to the ancient prophets. Now, of course, I call this video segment "Every Knee Shall Bow," and that's pretty much the operation that's going on with the Father and Christ. The operation is going on, every knee shall bow, as I already spoke of in my response to Two Shot in Church service, is that, the Father is attacking everything that man normally based his faith in. He's attacking anything man based his faith in, and that's why you got the stock market crashing, you got the economy crashing, you got job losses, you got people losing their homes, you got people in Cali sleeping in tents, you got people in Louisiana sleeping in tents, you got the Haitians sleeping in tents, you got Chile, people over there sleeping in tents. As far as what's the remainder of Chile, you got people over in South Asia still sleeping in tents where the tsunami hit. You got all these areas all over the globe where people are sleeping in tents from these not really natural disasters, but they really supernatural disasters. So you got these supernatural disasters that's happening all over the globe because there's the Father enforcing every knee shall bow. And what do you mean by that? Everybody gonna, of course, praise and worship him regardless. When people see Buddha not coming through, when people see Allah not coming through, and all these other false gods, Hinduism, Taoism, and the many more different religions. So every knee shall bow to the one true God, not the Christian God, not the Catholic God, the Baptist God, but the one true God. And of course, not the Father has no denomination labeled on him, no denomination, none whatsoever, because it's all man-made. But he is his own individual. He calls himself the Most High, the one true God, not the Baptist God, the Christian God, not the God of the Christians or the God of the Muslims or the God, but now he calls himself the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He still labels himself the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. As far as the past history of who he been the God over. And that legacy still continues of him being that same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That same God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that same God, of course, who did the great miracles and blessed our ancestors of old and blessing us in these modern day times. So, but anywho, fast forward. The Father knows, like I said, a lot of people basing their faith in stuff that they should. People basing their faith in the stock market, basing their faith on another thing in healthcare. So many people got so much faith in doctors and prescription drugs that they should be healed, that that'll help them to stay healthy, that that'll help them to live. People be quick to rush to consult a doctor than to consult God. So that's why you got a lot of corrupt doctors going on. Got a lot of malpractice going on. Like mesothelioma, I forgot what it's called. That's why you have these commercials coming up on television, and if they say, if you've been infected by this such and such medicine, I'll contact this law firm or that law firm. It's all revenue, it's all money, because a lot of these drugs that they giving out free, they're like, get your free bottle or so and so, try it out for free. You taking a drug at your own risk, so therefore you can't file a lawsuit against the drug company if you have any side effects. And if you do have side effects that's hard to get rid of, well, the law firm that does the commercial that says they shall defend you because of this drug already knew of the side effects of the drug. They already knew of it. So they kind of yielded back until their drug has been distributed enough. So when that drug has been distributed enough people can get infected or have the side effects of that drug, then they post a commercial to benefit from it. So we gonna wait until this drug has been distributed enough and wait till its effect take place. So we gonna give it a minute. Then we gonna post a commercial. Oh, if you've been infected by this drug, contact us. We'll defend your case. We'll defend your case. Also, you'll post a commercial after the drug has been distributed. Why you won't post it beforehand to try to prevent it? Oh, because then they will lose profits that way. They'll lose profits. So yeah, as far as with the drug companies and all that. But yeah, folks, like I said, this indeed is the Every Knee Shall Bow project with the Father and the Son, and that's why the disasters happen. Jesus spoke in Matthew 24, around third or fourth verse. Try to find it real quick, about how these disasters should be birth pains, and what he mean is like contractions. As a matter of fact, okay, yeah, I found the scripture, Matthew 24 and 7. Well, 7 and 8. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. So all these are the beginning of birth pains. The famines and the earthquakes in various places. So that's why you got the earthquake in Chile, the earthquake in Hades, the earthquake in LA from the past, the small earthquake that happened in Memphis. In various places. That's why you have the tsunamis. And it's scripture on that as well, about there should be strange waves in the sea. And I'm trying to see, can I briefly find it right quick, as far as the strange waves in the sea. But I can't find it right quick. Okay, but now I can't find it, but it's in Matthew chapter 24. I thought I could skim and find it, but it talks about the tsunamis as well in Matthew chapter 24. So just keeping you posted on what's going on. Yeah, folks, this is it. Every knee shall bow. And indeed, by all these disasters constantly happening, and by people basing their faith in things that they shouldn't, instead of basing their faith in God, he causing people to bow their knees down and come to him in prayer, come to him for help, because they see everything else they tried is not helping them like they thought it would. So the only hope they got left is God, and that's every nation all over the world. Last but not least, I just saw 2012, the movie, on DVD. I seldom go out to the movies anymore because I'm like, hey, they're gonna bring it out on DVD and probably 2 or 3 months after the movie comes out. So just sit at home and study it, watch it, and see what it speaks of. And as far as in the movie 2012, everything that I've been speaking on my channel was in that movie. Beforehand, before this movie even came out, everything I've been speaking I saw on my channel. How they had Danny Glover, who was basically playing Obama. They had the people rioting in Washington D.C., a huge riot, and like I spoke on here already, that there's going to be a huge riot. Even the conspiracy guy, for those who saw the movie, the conspiracy guy on there, he said that it's going to be riots all over the country, and the economy is crashing, the stock market. He said that. So this basically giving you an idea, and also an idea about the end, or actually hints and clues on how it's going to happen. And last but not least, I noticed in the movie 2012 it was such similarities on how the world was going to get destroyed with the movie The Knowing. Both of them talked about solar flares or solar destruction from the sun. Interesting.